Hey, cousin. Let's talk Bailey. It's a curious case. It's a very interesting and fascinating case, the way Bailey is being handled. Even Bishop Dyer, aka Baron Corbin, was like, I don't like how y'all fucking handling her, especially Bailey of all people. So what we talking about? Bailey was down to the Chris Van Fleet show. Shout out to Chris Van Fleet because he doing the work. He getting all the girls. He getting some exclusive content and he getting some good interviews. Bailey was basically giving her information and giving us her stuff, the usual spiel. And it came to what happened. Like, what? Why is she being handled the way she's being handled? So if you're not familiar, WrestleMania done passed, and that's we're gonna be talking about that for the next at least 2 months. Bailey was set to tag with Lyra Valkyria against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the tag team championships on night two. But Bailey was attacked the day before. Don't nobody know who. And as a result, she was pulled from the event. And so Adam Pearce told Lyra that she had to come up with somebody to go ahead and fight the girls for the tag team championships. And I had already called it, right? I was like, Becky Lynch is going to show her ass up. And sure enough, Becky Lynch came back like she ain't never left. She ain't come back with no new clothes. She ain't come back with no new look. This bitch looked absolutely the fuck same. She ended up winning the tag team championships. And then the next night, that Monday, they dropped the tag team championships and the man, Becky Lynch, turned on Lyra Valkyria and she's now a heel. Everybody's like, what the fuck? So Bishop Dyer, aka Baron Corbin, said, and I quote, fuck you, that's my sentiment. I mean, to do it to Bailey of all people, someone who's been there through COVID, has made lemonade out of dog shit repeatedly, is a role fucking model, a role fucking a model employee. I don't give a shit. If she knew the storyline ahead of time, please do all this, take all these bumps, work your ass off, and 2 days before you gonna go, we're gonna replace you. I have to agree. It's some bullshit. Bullshit. Bailey won the title at last year's WrestleMania, defeating Io Sky. She appeared to be on a collision course for a match with Roxanne Perez before settling into a tag spot with Lyra Valkyria, neither of which ended up happening. And I know Bailey's going to be fine, he said, but that is a moment and that is bullshit all the way through. She didn't get to be on WrestleMania. She went down to NXT, elevated talent, does everything you asked for of her. Bailey deserved to be on WrestleMania. It's insane to me that you took that moment away. I agree. Bailey said on Chris Van Fleet that she doesn't feel like she's on the level of the other three horsewomen. Bailey is a part of the woman's evolution. Bailey has a bookmark in pro wrestling for the rest of her natural life, where her and Sasha Banks, down to the NXT Black and Gold, had a pivotal match. It was an Iron Woman match, I believe, in 2016, I want to say. And they tore the house down. And that was the beginning of women wrestling and being taken seriously. Okay? That was the catalyst of everything that we know now was these two women. And then you had the four horsewomen was the Becky Lynch, who didn't get her heat until she got her nose broke by Nia Jax down to the Survivor Series. And then you had Charlotte Flair, who had to overcome being a Flair. She leaned into it a lot, you know. She learned, she took her bumps and did her thing as well. And these four women anchored what we now know as the WWE Women's Division. And I'm not knocking the other ladies like Naomi, like the girls that been there a long time. Naomi's probably one of the only staples left from the NXT Black and Gold at that time before, you know, all the girls, right? But she was an anchor, a part of this. During COVID, her and Sasha Banks anchored again both shows with their friendship falling apart and their tag teams and stuff like that when there was no COVID there. The Street Profits also anchored. Okay? We also had Drew McIntyre anchoring. We could go back and talk about the MVPs of the COVID era. That is something we could debate. Jey Uso was born in the COVID era. Roman Reigns, the OTC, was born in the COVID era. Okay? Bailey was a part of that. So she said, I don't feel that I'm at a level of Charlotte or Becky. We came up together and I wrestled Charlotte in her first match ever. I was signed to WWE before Becky. So to me, they're up there and I'm just not there yet. Maybe that's kind of where people base it off of or where they judge it or whatever. I keep saying I get my feedback and opinions from the right people. To me, someone like Tyler Breeze, who taught me so many things. I still talk to him about my matches. He still gives me feedback. He still gives me ideas to this day. And if he enjoys something that I do, then I believe it and I respect it. But if he tells me you need to do this or that better, then I'll do it. Someone like TJ Wilson, which is Natty's husband and a fantastic producer, whatever he says, I respect and I believe him. So, as many people think that I'm not at this level or whatever, part of me agrees with them because I don't think I'm there yet. So, how long is it gonna be before Bailey is at the level of of a a Charlotte Flair or a Becky Lynch? And I'm gonna be honest with you, we gonna have a real fucking conversation. Becky Lynch is cool and everything, but Becky Lynch gets stale. Becky Lynch, even on the mic, she knows how to talk and knows how to get the words out smooth, but sometimes it gets stale. And the girls that all that licking and shit she be doing in her mouth, it gets old too. Okay. Charlotte Flair. Right now, everybody's hating on Mother Bone, but at the end of the day, when Charlotte's not on TV, you feel it. Becky was going for a whole year, and it wasn't no big ass deal, to be completely honest with you, because we had Bailey. Bailey was doing work with the girls, and this is why I respect Bailey, because she was about to work with Lyra Valkyria and do what Becky's about to do, which is go for that IC title. The question is why that? Why did Bailey have to get caught up like that? I don't understand that. Everybody's confused. Maybe we'll find answers as I work through this podcast. Anyway, Bailey went on to say, I think I've done everything I really want to do. Not everything. There's still a lot I want to get done, but so much with the WWE, and I've been here for 12 years. There's a huge wave of women coming in that I think are ready to take over and ready to be in a spot. When I was younger, I always said, all right, 35 would be my cutoff because, in my opinion, guys can go forever. But it's not that cute when you're a woman, you're 35. But now I'm 35 and I'm just like, oh, we're all way past that. And we're still main eventing. We're still doing red carpets and we're still doing all this stuff. People still care about us. So it's kind of like something they say they still care about us. So that's kind of like changed my mindset. So I think I have two theories why Bailey is in the position she in. Triple H and his Glaze conference, he said someone asked him what was up with why she was removed from the match, and Paul Leviskay said Bailey is a true pro and there are no issues with her, suggesting she would be fine and there are no concerns about her going forward. Triple H also expressed his satisfaction with the return of Becky Lynch and the success of Lyra Valkyria. That is the problem. Bailey is a true pro, aka Bailey's a good hand. Bailey is nothing more than somebody we could call up. We could use her when we need her. We could put her in different spots. We can get her down to NXT. I wouldn't be shocked if Bailey show up on Evolve, child. Bailey's just a good girl. She doesn't rock the boat. She don't be asking for much, and we always could look for her to do what is right for the company, not so much as what's right for her. And I'm gonna tell you my other theory as to why Bailey ain't on the level of Sasha. Uh, what's her name? Charlotte and damn, why I can't remember these people's names? Charlotte and the man Becky Lynch. Bailey lacks sex appeal. Damn, I said it. Bailey lacks sex appeal. And you all say it all the time. Y'all talk about her, but she got a nice ass, she got a nice thick body. But when y'all talk about her face, y'all go in. I seen pictures of y'all drawing Bailey looking rough. Bailey even said help when she saw her render on the 2K video game. Bailey doesn't have sex appeal. Bailey's like the girl next door. Bailey's like forever in the friend zone. I don't know if people like want. There might be people that just be wanting just be turned on by Bailey, but for the most part, Bailey's the chick that's at the parties with the dudes. High fiving them, drinking beer. You know, she could wear what the fuck she want because don't nobody look at her like that. And I think that is what has been holding Bayley back the majority of her career. When Bayley wore, after she got turned on by Io Scott, and Bayley wore those white pants with the holes in them, that crowd ate it up. They was like, oh, I don't want Bayley to do what Rhea Ripley's doing. Because quiet as it's kept, when Nia Jax was reading the girls down to the roast, Rhea Ripley didn't get no shine till she let them damn butt cheeks and thighs exposed. Remember, Rhea Ripley just used to wear the pants. She wore the long pants. Then all of a sudden, she had her panties on and it was up and it was stuck. I don't want Bayley to do nothing that's gonna make her uncomfortable, but I guarantee you, if Bayley wore some trunks, kind of like Bianca that covers the butt, but a little bit of meat or whatever. If she wore something that let her thighs out, Bayley be through the fucking roof. I guarantee you. Io Scott came out with her little cutlets, her little booty cheeks hanging out. Everybody was like, oh shit, because even I was shocked. I understand we have moved on from that, but listen, sex appeal is always going to be a part of it for men and women. Also, Bayley said something as well that she still didn't know her character. She still didn't know how to be mean and how to put that on. She knows how to be annoying, but it's very difficult for her to be the quintessential baby face in the role she's in now. For her to say she still needs help with character development, that is a failure of Paul Levesque. Bayley's not on the fucking ads. People had to yell and scream for Bayley to be on the Survivor Series, no, the Royal Rumble ad this year. Bayley's never on the ads. Bayley's never advertised. It's almost as if Bayley's just there. We know she there, so we don't have to worry about her. Bayley wants attention too. Okay? Bayley wrestles just as good as everybody else. Is it like, oh my God, no. But she does what she needs to do. I think Bayley needs to be louder. I think she needs to be a little bit more, give a little more pushback, and she needs to ask for what she wants. When somebody calls you a pro and pats you on the head, that means they take you for granted. And that's what Paul Levesque did. I think Bayley needs to lean into her sex appeal. She can be sexy. Just a little bit. Not a lot. I ain't saying do what Tiffany Stratton doing and Rayla, because them two hoes is butt naked. I ain't saying dress like Jade Cargill because she borderline butt naked. But I am saying mix things up. And you're 35 years old. You in your prime. This is the prime for women. This is the best shape you in. Give us a little something we can feel. Just a little zhuzh. Zhuzh it up a little bit. That's all. Zhuzh it up. That's all. That's what I want her to do. Bayley's not going nowhere. She's a lifer. There's nothing on AEW for Bayley. There's nothing over there for Bayley to do in AEW or anywhere else. All Bayley needs to do is take this opportunity while she's flying below the radar and make some waves. Shake some tables. And let them know I'm here. I help y'all motherfuckers. Y'all not about to run me down. I don't need nobody feeling sorry for me. But you're going to recognize the contributions that I made to WWE in this women's division. You're going to recognize it now. I think she needs to zhuzh it up. Those are the things I think she needs to do. I really do. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.